I am a tea sipper. Yo, she be dropping some hot fire. Hey everybody, today we're going to be reacting to Lovely T's video. AI rapper FMB wants humans to help him dethrone, I can't say that word, James Charles on TikTok. Should be very interesting. She has some really good truth, but I think it's a little bit of a hype type thing. A lot of this doesn't really clean the buttermilk, as she would say. But let's begin. Let's react.
Get ready. Y'all get ready.
Yes, you get ready.
Shout out to all my tea sippers out there. We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey. So make sure you guys have your teacups ready because you already know this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing good today. Happy Wednesday. Bring it.
I'm watching this at a later date.
FN Mika. He's the first virtual AI rapper, okay? And FN Mika, the vibe that I get from him, he is a cross between 6ix9ine and XXXTentacion. However the hell you say that damn name. I just call him X, honey. You know, making songs on Spotify.
She wanna skirt in my whip. She wanna skirt in my whip. She only love me cause she know that I'm famous, so she live for skirt in my whip. I've been the type to pull up in the demon, but I'm not demonic.
And his songs are a bop. You know what I'm saying? Some of his songs are a bop, you know, so it's just really interesting. When I showed y'all the video of him, basically Mika is dancing and he's stripping off his shirt. And that video, for some reason, had me mesmerized. Like, I think I watched that video, like I told her, about 15 times. She said she watched it probably like 100 times. It's like something with the eyes and the body and the quick edits. It just makes you watch it over and over again to the point where you got to like snap out of that trance like, oh.
Yeah, I think Lily T got a little crush on the CGI boy. That's the funny thing, because like, I'm so mesmerized. It's a guy with a shirt off. You know, ladies get mesmerized by those things sometimes. And men too. You know, people like a nice body. That's funny.
Oh my God, this is not a human dude. This is a damn AI. Last week, I did a video about AIs taking over influencer jobs. The new AI rapper, I talked about FN Mika in my live stream that I did about Cardi B and Candace Owens. And then just 2 days ago, I also spoke on FN Mika. Tigro Damas strikes again. FN Mika takes to TikTok and he basically tells his followers to help him overthrow James Charles. This is insane. This man has millions of followers all over social media, on TikTok, on YouTube. And so right now, James Charles has 13 million followers on TikTok. FN Mika only has 1 million. So he says, help me beat at James Charles. Let robots like me rule the world. How you gonna ask us humans? Okay, I'm human, damn it. How you gonna ask us to help you beat another human so that way you can take over the world?
Skynet? No, we ain't letting Skynet happen. T is right about that.
Watch iRobot. We don't watch a lot of these damn robot movies, Terminator. We know what happens when we get too comfortable with robots and AI. Hell nah, Mika, I would not help you beat another human being. Posted the video of him doing the little striptease. But yeah, this dude is like literally trying to take over, and I believe we've been conditioned for.
Yeah, I think Lovely T is trying to find her little computer love. He sent his little computer love out to all y'all ladies out there who get mesmerized by his CG.
If you guys don't know, there are other AI influencers that are really big as well. You have Michaela. She has over 3 million followers on Instagram. Her best friend is Bermuda Babe. And Bermuda Babe is verified as well. And just to go onto their Instagram page is creepy because they look like such real girls. The poses, their looks, they just look flawless. They're beautiful, well-spoken.
T, they ain't nothing but a filter. They got all these type of filters that make people look flawless.
There was an interview that I watched with her not too long ago where she's talking about how she was created. And she was initially supposed to be an Illuminati sex robot. This interview blew my mind when I saw this a while ago. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Robots and aliens, I like to think, are friends because they're just trying to survive in a world that's made for humans. I can heavily relate to anyone who's ever felt out of place.
As a robot, though. Okay.
Because you're a robot.
Right.
Which you made that announcement fairly recently, right? Admitting to the world that you're a robot. What motivated that decision? Why did you want to, I don't know, share your true self?
Yeah, well, it actually wasn't my choice. So I'm not the only robot pop star. Bermuda is basically a robo Paris Hilton and Sharpay Evans combined. And she and I were created by a lab called Kane Intelligence. I was programmed to believe that I was a 19-year-old, half Brazilian, half Spanish girl named Michaela. So Kane asked Brad, an independent AI contractor who eventually became my managers and my adopted family, to work on my mainframe.
Fun fact, when people just, talk about technology, they say words like mainframe just to kind of like, as techno babble, to just explain away other stuff. It's like a mainframe. What kind of mainframe? What are you talking about? A brain? You talking about a computer, like a computer processing place? Are you talking about a network stack that has all the computers and network services there? I mean, mainframe is one of those words people just say, hey, mainframe, this is computer stuff. You're not going to understand it, that's what they're playing off when you hear the mainframe.
And was developing me to be a companion for terminally ill children. But then when they dug into my source code, they found out that I was actually being programmed to serve as some kind of sex robot for the Illuminati or whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. Exactly. Whatever.
Minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
That's a big deal.
Wait, not trying to like downplay, like it was creepy.
No, what's creepy is the fact that this guy's talking to a CGI. Frame rate is at 30%. It's funny, you look at any type of gamer or like people who look at graphics and the fidelity of the uncanny valley and stuff, they will see right through this type of CG. Oh, this is just nothing but mocap and CG. That's what little Michaela is. But, some people are convinced that this is an autonomous AI, which, no, she's not no alt Cunningham. This ain't Cyberpunk 2077, But, yeah, it's very interesting. But let's actually look at why this is not true. While researching the little Michaela situation, I would end up finding a video by Alex Vlogs Everything. And Alex does a great job at debunking little Michaela using some ingenious social engineering. So let's sit back and watch this.
Hello everyone, welcome to Alex Vlogs Everything. Starting with Lil Michaela on her Instagram, which I can actually show you. If you go to Instagram and you go to Lil Michaela's profile, right here is her Gmail, michaelainrhinestones@gmail.com. Go to Gmail and you type in, so right there it says Michaela in Rhinestones, and you press next. If you press forgot password right here, it takes you to the account recovery. Obviously, I've never used this Google account because it's not mine, so I'm going to press try another way. So when you go to try another way, it pops up with a phone number, or the last 2 digits of a phone number anyway, and I'm just going to type in a random number. So it has the same last 2 digits as the recovery number, okay? And then I'm going to press send. Now, as you'll notice, it says, this number doesn't match the one you provided. Try again. Meaning that you have to input the correct number. So keep that in mind as I go through with the rest of this. So as a lot of you may know, it has been shown, / you can go on LinkedIn and find the people that created Brud.
I was Brad, an independent AI contractor who eventually became my managers and my adopted family.
The guy who created it, it was a team of 2. There's a guy and a girl. The guy's name is Trevor McFedries.
Because I think it's important to remember that like everybody started at a place where they were terrified and confused and looking to make sense of, a world that can feel like it's shifting below their feet. This is me in 2007, as written here. And I was living at home, college dropout. It was the end of, the Bush era. I felt pretty disenchanted with politics. I felt pretty disenchanted with the world. I thought I might have been drafted to go fight in Iraq or Afghanistan just a few years ago. I basically had grown up in Iowa, where I never thought that I could be an artist or a musician or do anything creative. The options for me were kind of PE teacher or football coach in my head. And I moved to California where people were doing those things, and ended up taking a football scholarship out of high school because it was the one path I had, because I was candidly like dirt poor, to get a free education. And went up there, hated it, quit, came back to LA, and really had these dreams of becoming this artist or creative person. And when we ended up getting signed to Interscope Records, the reason I was able to get in the room with the executives at that label is because the internet was eating the music industry, and they needed someone that knew how to talk about engineering or software, what the future might look like. And the same became true when I joined Spotify, of course. And then I was in Michaela, a good example of me explicitly saying, like, look, the dream here is to take ideas, postmodern ideas about identity, reality, things that feel, very kind of like lit crit or whatever. So oftentimes in our Instagram comments, we'll have young people talking about, is she real? Talking about Michaela, and we'll have another kid say she's realer than Kylie Jenner. And you watch these kids unpack ideas about identity and reality that are traditionally presented in like really dense texts. And then, of course, beyond that, at that time, I was broke, and I knew I was broke, and I knew I would need to support my family and my mother and sister at some point in the near future. And so I was reading a ton about, business and finance. And, those are almost dirty words in the arts. And at the time, I kind of had to make it a secret. But my interest in those things have paid dividends, and that I've been able and prepared to kind of have conversations with managers or label heads or people that are supplying the capital for.
And the girl's name is Sarah Deco. It's DECOU. I basically just went to Google and I Googled his name. So when you Google his name, basically like White Pages shows up and Instant Checkmate shows up, websites like that where you can like Google search people and it kind of gives you some information if you pay for it or whatever. I don't want to get in their personal information that much. I just want to find out about Michaela and Bermuda at this point. One of the websites that pop up is called Stay True Clothing in Beverly Hills, California. This company is ran by Trevor McFedries, and it has an address which also matches the address that I found on his White Page profile on the internet. The contact information for Stay True Clothing has a phone number which I recognized the last 2 digits being the same 2 digits that is on Lil Michaela's. So, I have the phone number written down right here. So I'm gonna go back to Gmail, as enter the phone number to get a verification code. So I'm gonna type in 310-806-2283. Okay, so here's the number. I also have it written down. Even if I was making up the number, it would still have to be the number on the account, and I'll show you why. And it says, a verification code has been sent to this number, meaning that Lil Michaela's email backup accounts went to Bermuda's Instagram and tried to log in to see if it would give me an email, which all of this stuff is really easy to do. This is close to some of the stuff that they do on like the TV show Catfish. It's not hard, anyone can do it. And Bermuda is Bay and forgot password. If you hit send login link, and it's different on mobile it just pops up with a little box, which I can show you a screenshot. But if you press this send, it pops up with a little thing at the top. So the first letter was B and the last letter was E at gmail.com. And then it's just all stars in the middle. Her username starts with a B and ends with an E. So I go back to Gmail and I type in Bermuda is Bay. Bermuda is Bay. an account pops up. So it gets to the recovery phone number. It has the same last 2 digits. That is so weird. What are the odds? Let me just go ahead and type in this phone number. And it sent the verification code. Wow. Meaning that, dun 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 dun, Trevor McFedries made both of their emails. I know some of you might be saying or thinking like, okay, well, yeah, he made them and blah, blah, blah. But if you go back to Michaela's page, somewhere she is talking about when she makes her confession post, she puts on there that her managers at Brud lied to her and she wasn't really created by Brud. She was created by Kane Intelligence. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. I went to Kane Intelligence website, their official website, and I was clicking through the links. They've got like an Instagram, and they've got, if you log out of your Instagram and type in Kane Intel, which is the Instagram that is linked on their website, okay? I'm not making this shit up. You can go and check it yourself. If you go to forgot password, send login link, it pops up first letter C, last letter E at gmail.com. Guessing Game is just trying to piece this together. So I'm going to go back to Gmail, sign into another account. I'm going to delete my email out of here and type in Kane Intelligence. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't give me a recovery number or anything like that. I go to Twitter, where they also have an official Kane Intelligence. So Kane Intelligence Twitter has the same handle as their Instagram, but it's also linked on the website. Not just making this up, alright? Go to Twitter. Forgot password. Enter your email, phone number, or username. So I just hit search. Twitter and Instagram are on Kane Intelligence official website. You can literally go to kaneintelligence.com, the official website that is on Bermuda's thing. There's been other people who have shared it. Down here at the bottom, it has links to Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can click Twitter, and it'll literally take you to this Twitter. Can't make this shit up, guys. The email that pops up is sk*** @b***. Trevor McFedries goes by Young Skeeter. And on his official LinkedIn, which is linked to Brud, that's how I found it, to my laptop. And right there, it says skeet at brud.fyi. So brud.fyi is the Instagram, the official Instagram of Brud. This email is literally skeet at brud.fyi. And Blocko22, his backup is S, ends with an E, at brud.fyi. That's the only email I couldn't figure out who it belonged to. But Bermuda is Bay. The recovery email on the account is skeet at brud.fyi. Backup email is at brud.fyi. Duh, of course.
Man, props to Alex on this video. To be honest, the skills that Alex used in this, I mean, these are the exact skills that internet scammers use to get into your accounts. I mean, the social engineering that Alex used in this is genius. And that's why you need to have two-factor authentication enabled on all your streaming and login devices. Seriously, because if Alex didn't, if any of these people did not have a two-factor authentication, Alex could have just got into that account like with no problem. But, you know, analysis aside, you know, just looking at it, I mean, it's clear to see that this is just CGI. The guy, Trevor, he is a really smart guy. He's leveraging his coding skills and know-how to, you know, convince people that he actually created AI. He really didn't create an AI. He created from what it seems like, a platform for artists to express themselves. You know, like if I came up and someone created CGI of, you know, some Milli Vanilli type dude, and I start singing like, girl, you know it's true.
No, it's girl, you know it's girl. 80,000 people, girl, you know it's girl.
You know, real talk be no different from, you know, just that. Rest in peace to Milli Vanilli, by the way. Yeah,